Hi, this is Alex Rowley. This will be my video introduction for my training guide for the Module 6 assignment for Aspen University. The first thing I want to talk about is a little bit about positive psychology's origins. Abraham Maslow was the first one to coin the term positive psychology. It has an existential and humanistic origin, and Martin Seligman, who is considered the father of positive psychology, kind of took those two things and kind of ran with it. He considered Freud's approach to psychology to be a little bit too narrow and limiting. It was focused more on the negative, and he wanted to replace that with cultivating certain attributes such as compassion, gratitude, resilience building, and following your passions. He wanted to help his clients learn how to follow their passion and their dreams and nurture their talents. And that's what I want this training guide to be about. A lot of the time people go to psychology to see a psychologist when their life isn't going, how they want it to go. And so they focus so much on the problem that they forget about the good in their life. Positive psychology really focuses on joy and building up the positive aspects that you like about yourself or that you want to work on a little bit. One good thing about positive psychology is it is fairly easy to integrate it into other branches of psychology. Most therapists don't necessarily use one approach while they're treating your clients. So you could have somebody use, for instance, cognitive behavioral therapy exercises with a positive psychology approach. You could help them work on certain issues, such as drug addiction or, abandonment issues or trauma. But you could also help them, try to cultivate some joy in their life, focus on the good as well as working on the bad. Now, it's important to note that many different cultures measure happiness differently. And so as a therapist, you would have to keep that in mind when you are treating clients from different cultures and backgrounds. Positive psychology focuses on compassion, gratitude, like I've talked about a little bit. And many people, from the eastern part of the world can relate to that, because some of their prominent religions in that area really focus on that. Buddhism, Hinduism, they focus on compassion and gratitude, as well as Christianity also focuses on that as well. But it's important to try to find a common ground with your client in order to find what makes them happy, what their definition and measure of happiness is. Many individualistic cultures focus on personal achievement as their measure of happiness. They're more independent, where collectivist cultures are more interdependent and they want to make the whole greater than the parts, right? And so you have to be very mindful of that when treating clients from other backgrounds. And positive psychology isn't just helpful in a therapist's office. It could also be helpful in a workplace, in sports. There are many coaches using different parts of positive psychology to help their players perform better. And it's also been helpful in the healing process in the medical field with physical therapists and jobs like that. So that is going to be the purpose of my training guide, to focus on what positive psychology is and how to incorporate that from a multicultural perspective. Thanks.